So this is going to be some things that you learned before, most likely probably in 7th grade. We talked about yesterday what adjacent and vertical angles are, and it's saying tell whether the angles are adjacent or vertical and then find the value of x. So we're going to look at this first example. They're across from each other, and these angles are actually going to be vertical. What that means is that they're actually going to be congruent. So I'm going to put that symbol because that means congruent. So to how we can find x is that we need to set them equal to each other. So it would be x plus 8 equals 120 because it's this angle set equal to this angle. For us to find x, we're going to get x by itself. So we're going to subtract 8 on both sides. And we get x equals 112. Now, to find the value of that angle, we're going to take 112, because we're going to put that in for x, plus 8 equals 120. So this angle right here is 120 degrees, which would make sense because they are vertical. So vertical angles are always congruent. Now for number 2, these are going to be adjacent, and that is because they are next to each other. And adjacent always means next to. And what's going to happen is that you can see this little box here. That means that both of these angles together make a complementary or 90-degree angle. So these angles are adjacent. So we're going to actually set these equal to 90 degrees because we want it equal. We want to see what this angle is. If this one's 43 and this one's x plus 3, they're adjacent, so they're next to. So if we add them together, they're going to give us the full angle. So we have 43 plus x plus 3. We're going to combine like terms. So we have 43 and 3. So we get x plus 46 equals 90. We're then going to subtract 46 on both sides. We're going to get x equals 44. Now, to figure out what this angle is, we're going to do 44, because we're going to plug that in for x, plus 3 equals 47. So x equals 44, but the angle here equals 47. Now, with this one, it's complementary and supplementary angles. So we have to tell whether the angles are complementary or supplementary and find the value of x. So these are going to be complementary because what it is that they're equal to 90. It's kind of what we just did with the adjacent angles, which they're next to. When they're next to, we're actually going to add the two angles together. So we're going to have x minus 8 plus 20. So we're adding the two angles together and setting them equal to 90. The reason why I said equal to 90 is you have this box, which equals 90 degrees. Okay. I'm going to move this down here. So I'm going to say that this is complementary. To find x, we're going to get x by itself. So I'm going to bring this down here, just so I have more room. I'm going to combine like terms. So I'm going to get x plus 12 equals 90. I'm going to subtract 12 on both sides. So I get x equals 78. To find out what this angle is, I'm going to do 78, because I'm going to plug it in for x, minus 8. So my angle is going to be 70 degrees. So it was complementary. I found out what the value of x is, and then I found out what the degrees is. Now with supplementary angles, what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to continue it on the next video.